Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been to a pig roast? Like, not watched one, not seen one on YouTube, but like been to a pig roast. I grew up in Mountain, Ontario, and we had an annual pig roast. So I'm used to it. But today, I want to take you on a little trip down Pig Roast Lane in Northern Ontario. Lots of tunes, lots of bag, and lots of fucking darts. Welcome to this week's episode, or this month's, depending on when the last time I uploaded, but maybe you're listening to it every day from the very beginning. So welcome to today's episode of Life with Johnny Nocash, Night Edition. That's right, folks. I got a couple beers into me. I smoked a joint earlier, so this is going to be one rocky fucking episode, but it doesn't matter because sometimes a polished turd is better than a turd. Oh, fuck. This is going to be rough. That's a shirt right there. Anyway, it is good to be back, and thank y'all so much for tuning in. You guys kick ass. And just a quick question. What do you guys think? Not of just my incredible background that I got at the dollar store, fucking bringing up the YouTube game to Mr. Beast level, but what do you guys think? Do you guys actually listen to this audio-wise, like on Spotify and iTunes, or do you guys just watch? Because I am considering cutting the audio shit off because it costs money every month and I'm broke. So it's just something that I wanted to bring up. Like, is there enough people, or would you be willing to go over to YouTube to watch/listen to this? I'm just curious because fuck, man, it's getting fucking expensive, especially when I'm not uploading. It's like, shit, there's an entire month that I just spent money for nothing. I'm fucking broke. I got Wendy's nuggets to buy, man. And these incredibly terrible fucking beers. Caribou Genuine. Fuck, these are hard to choke down. But I buy them. 5.5. Cheapest fucking beer on the shelf. Grab yourself a beer. Get yourself a chicken wing. Cook up a fucking pot of beans. Pop yourself some popcorn. Have a glass of water. I don't give a fuck. Let's have a good old time because we're going to go down to a Northern Ontario pig roast. Here we go. I'm living in a van playing outlaw tunes. Life with Johnny No Cash. Smoking them smokes and drinking that booze. Life with Johnny No Cash. Where I go, how the fuck I'll know I'm off the grid on dusty roads. There ain't no better way of eating beans. So let me get one thing really straight right away. I've been trying to do this episode for it's 12:30 a.m. right now. I think I started at I don't know, fucking 10. I've been trying to do this for 2.5 motherfucking hours. It's not my fault. It's not the booze. Let's not blame the booze. Blame something else. I'm blaming technology. The technology's been brutal. And my setup is cheap as all balls. So, I mean, I'm still using a fucking bandana for a mic holder, but whatever, it works. But at the same time, this is getting tiring, and I hope I'm not too wasted. Doesn't mean that there's going to be a slur here or there, because at some point I'm breaking out the Lanark fucking twang. If you don't know what that is, it is the hickest accent in Canada. I'm not sure if Americans talk like this. I'm sure they do. Any American listeners, once I get to the Lanark fucking twang, you let me know if you know somebody that talks like this. But we had an incredible weekend, and that's what I want to talk about. Sometimes you just got to get the fuck out of Dodge. You need to leave your comfort zone and fuck off. And I hope you guys are doing this. You know, after the pandemic, a lot of people, were still kind of in the zone of just staying home all the time. It was like a structure, and they just couldn't get out of that routine of just staying home, watching Netflix, beating off. Do you get out at all? Do you get out and explore and do things and camp, or just take a trip? Get away from your fucking life. It's a vacation from your life, basically. So I'm hoping that everybody's at least been exploring a little bit this year. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know if you've done something cool. I'd love to hear it. It might inspire me to do something that you've done, or inspire somebody in the comments. Be like, fuck, going bowling ain't a bad idea. It's not a vacation, but it's getting the fuck out of the house and doing something different. Because I'm getting tired of it. You know, and every day I need something. Well, that's not true. I love my beans. I love my hot dogs. I gotta go shopping. Which reminds me, I should have a fucking shopping list right here and multitask while I'm doing the pod. Anyway, let's get back to business. Had a couple caribous, genuine caribou. Like, what are they, fucking made of cardboard or a fucking stuffed animal? No, it's a fucking caribou, genuine caribou. So I went to a pig roast, and I grew up in Mountain, Ontario. Google it. It's a village. And they put together an annual pig roast every year. It was like legendary. And as a kid, you'd go there because your parents were going to get wasted, and you'd just get wasted. You wouldn't even hang out with the old folks. That's where all the kids would finally like meet up. We'd have tents, just get shit-faced. And the parents didn't know because they're fucked. Everyone was fucked. They don't, a pig roast is basically just like an adult way of saying to their younglings, that's a word now, that we're getting shit-faced. Mom and dad are getting fucked. You can come along, but you're on your own. You got to figure out your way home. You know, you're plating your own meal. And I don't give a shit who you're hanging out with or what house you go to. But this is mom and dad's time. We're getting fucked. We're probably going to be smoking dope. We're probably going to be, they're definitely not getting laid, but you know, they're just getting fucked up. And that's the point of a pig roast, is just letting loose, having a good old time, fucking shaking it on the dance floor. Or, you know, in most cases, most pig roasts, it's just like cardboard. They just lay it down because it turns to mud after a while. So, or if it's a high-class pig roast, you might have some fucking sheets of plywood. But most of the time, it's just beer boxes and shit on the ground in front of the stage so people can jig. And if you do fall, it's not like super embarrassing. You don't have fucking shit all up the back of you. But it's a fucking incredible time. Everybody's getting wasted, and it's really about community. It's about... It's really about getting to know, like, the people that are also into that kind of shit too. Because, I mean, it takes a certain character to go and spend time. If you're going to a pig roast too, you're spending the fucking night. Like, oh, there's the Lanark twang coming out. You're not going just for, you know, a couple fucking hours. You're going to fucking tie one on for the whole fucking 9 yards. You're going with your truck too. It doesn't matter, even if you don't drive one, you're borrowing one. Everybody needs to show up in a truck, like way too much booze and a ton of snacks. Like, that's what you contribute. Or sometimes the pig roast costs money. It usually does, because a pig ain't cheap. And you're also feeding a lot of people. It does take some talent, which it does. You try and fucking cook. If you've never cooked an entire pig on a spit, it's going to be difficult, and we'll judge you. So, yeah, I mean, it does take some skill to cook a fucking pig. So the reason why I was even going to this, and it sparked my interest, was because I got offered to play this pig roast in Northern Ontario by these incredible people that work at the Boneyard, which are like, these guys are lovers of music. These guys have been fans of music, but I don't think they play, but they're part of this little, I guess it's like they got a podcast. It's kind of like a little production company that these guys work towards, and they love it. They absolutely adore it. And I mean, you have to give them credit for that. Like, I love the little guy. I love people working hard from the ground up. And they had contacted me to play this pig roast festival. And of course I was like, they said, accommodations fucking taken care of. We got fucking pig roast all fucking taken care of. It's going to be a blast. And I'm like, fuck, this sounds awesome. you know, and I'm from Ontario, so I get to see my friends and I get to kind of stay a little bit longer. It's not like a one-stop shop, you know, I can stay for a bit and like really fucking let loose. And that was the whole point of it. I wouldn't really go to these types of things or be flown to something if, you know, for a night. Yeah, I'm going to a pig roast for a fucking weekend. I'm talking 3 fucking day weekend, not 2. So, you know, I was committed. And I was nervous, I'll tell you. I was nervous, man. I hadn't really played a lot of shows. My hands were cramping up. I was so, like, out of the fucking loop since the last time I really let loose like this, and especially played a show like this. You know, there's a big difference between playing, you know, these big fucking concert stages to these types of stages and the audience, because this is my element. And no shade to people like that enjoy playing these big shows. No shade at all. I just fucking hate it. I hate my fans or people that want to listen to music have to pay $9 a beer and $40 a ticket. You know, it's like a $200 night at the end. That's not music, man. And that's not the venues I want to play, personally. All the power to people that make money and like enjoy that kind of, and even enjoy that atmosphere. It's just not for me. I like the underground shit. I like the pay what you can, bring your own beer, and then hang out with everybody after. That's my jam. And this is exactly what it was. So I was totally down for it. And when I showed up, I had my buddy. He was my roadie. He's not my roadie. He was just my driver, but he's my best friend. And I had kind of asked, like, is it cool if he stays and he gets, you know, some pig too? He's like, there's full bands going up and it's just me. Would it be cool if he tags along? And they were totally cool with it, of course. And when we pulled up, this is something out of a fucking dream, a wet dream for me. Pig roast was fucking spray painted on the pavement as you're pulling in. And I'm like, oh, fuck. They're letting everybody know that this is going on. Like everybody that's on that road is seeing that there's a pig roast. You know, there's balloons out and shit. Fuck. This is an attraction. And when we pulled in, line up fucking trailers. Like tons of them. And this isn't a trailer park. This is like some guy's property that has trailers because for the goodness of his own heart, he's letting them stay there, whether it's weekends or seasons, and just a bunch of people starting a small community, you know, probably for a small fee. We talked briefly about that, but that's not the point of the episode. This is not like a trailer park where you rent a fucking trailer pad, you know, and you got neighbors with their fucking lawns. This was just fucking trailer up, ATVs out, wrapping rocking up, couple fucking laneways, a pond. They had a hunting camp there. It was like, this is the real fucking deal. This is like real, proper pig roast fucking setting. And I'm just, my jaw's on the ground. I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't sure if it was just tense or I had no fucking idea. Nobody gave me any details of what to expect. And when we pull up and I see these trailers and everybody out front with their fucking Oakleys on and their fucking dirty ass shirts and their pants, their work pants, you don't go to a pig roast in your fucking Sunday best. You go with the dirtiest fucking pants and the shittiest, most beat up boots that you can find. Not because it's like a fashion statement. It's because you want to show everybody that you're a hard fucking worker. And that's all it is. It's like, fuck. There was one band that showed, anyway. No, I'll say it right now. There's one band that showed up that looked like, they were like, one guy had eyeliner on. I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes. This guy's never been to a fucking pig roast. You don't do that. You know, you show up in your shittiest clothes because you're going to stink. Like, anyway. To each their own. I'm not making fun of the kid. You know, you turn into an adult once you go to a pig roast. This is the whole fucking episode, by the way. So when we show up, it's just, like I said, Oakley's, fucking wife beater tans, huge guts everywhere. And everybody's one up in the Lanark twang. Look, I don't think it's actually in the Urban Dictionary, but it should be. The Lanark twang. It's this fucking. It's not even fucking Southern, but like there's no fucking syllables. Everyone's fucking kind of blurring over the fucking, the proper diction. There's no fucking punctuation in fucking or diction in the fucking way the Lanark twang goes. And they're always talking about work. They're always talking about, where the cheapest fucking gas is, and just chatting about what the fuck. Always laughing, though. Everybody's always fucking laughing. And I swear that they're always trying to one-up each other. I'm not just talking about the people at this pig roast. So to anybody that's listening that was at the pig roast, I'm talking about the mountain fucking community too. These guys are all... They talk about how to get down the road for 20 minutes. Oh, fuck, you take it right. You know that old fucking red-ass barn that's just about burnt to the ground back in 88? Oh, fuck. You know that barn? It was owned by the Murphy fucking family, but they moved out in 97. After it burnt down, they fucking dug a hole and lived in it. You know all about that. I'm sure you fucking do. Anyway, I'm not... So I'm just like happier than a pig and shit being here. And they show us the pig. They got a fucking hatchback full of fucking snacks. And everybody's hacking. Fucking hacking darts. Just fucking hacking. And I'm trying to quit at this time, but I knew it was going to be impossible. So I did buy a pack. And the moment I got there, I fucking must have downed my fucking half pack of darts in the last fucking 15 minutes. It was, but again, you lean into this shit, This is not where you put on your Sunday best or you be on your best behavior outside of being, a gentleman. You don't want to be a piece of shit. You don't want to be sloppy. You still want to be on your best behavior as far as being a good person. But as far as getting shit-faced, hacking darts all fucking night and puking wherever the fuck, there's grass or gravel, which is basically anywhere, it's all good. Everyone's there for the same damn reason. Everyone's there to have a good old time, eat some pig together, listen to music together. And especially during the day, these guys had ring toss going on. They had fucking fireworks happening. And I'm not joking. This is the most fucked up thing. There was an entire, it's going to sound weird me saying this, but from a country boy to anybody that knows this, there was an entire black community there too with straw hats, fucking with the Lanark twang too. I came from mountain. No, everyone's white. And it was just something that you accept. And once you move to the city, it's fucking right. Now I get Rocky Road. Everybody's fucking doing their own thing. Different cultures, different religions, different languages. It's fucking great. So going out to a pig roast and seeing this shit, I was like, is this a South Park episode or something? What is going on? And ripping on dirt bikes, fucking ATV shit, going hard. I'm like, what is this place? And they had a fucking pig walking around named Pete the Pig. I look over as I'm soaking in the pond, which I shouldn't have been doing because there's snappers in there. Actually, there was a bunch of kids and everybody. They wouldn't have gone for me because, I fucking reek. Fucking snappers. Anyway, Pete the fucking Pig. This huge motherfucking pig shows up out of nowhere. I thought it was a dinosaur. You ever seen a prop? I'm not talking a cute pig. This is a hog. The big fucking tusks just eating whatever the fuck it wants. Couldn't believe it. What is going on? It was right out of a fucking movie. And then once the music started, now we popped some acid and shit. We got all fucked up. That's the point. We got all fucked up. And then once the band started, I got to call one band out. The first band, holy shit, man. Am I going to? Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, man, One in the Chamber is this band from Toronto. Holy fuck. There's etiquette that you need to have when you're playing, especially a non-organized event. There's etiquette. And that is you leave enough room for each band to play. You don't ever want to overstay your welcome. And it doesn't matter how good you are. It really, because then the more you play, then it almost sounds like a competition. It's not. This is a community thing. We're all here to play together, and this fucking band, One in the Chamber, holy shit. These fucking dicks played, I'm not even joking, for a fucking hour and a half. And they were the opener. The opening fucking band. These guys must have mentioned that they were One in the Chamber 30 fucking times. We get it. Shut the fuck up and get the fuck off. Holy fuck. And yeah, decent band. But by the end, man, everyone was pulling their fucking eardrums out of their goddamn brains. They were just like, shut up and get off. Yeah, I'll call them out. I don't give a fuck. And like I said, decent band. Just terrible etiquette and a lack of respect for the other artist and the audience. Read the room, boys. Read the fucking room. They were like clearing people out like fucking pigs jumping into the spit themselves. Trying to get the fuck out of there. Then, after that, we had this fella named Andrew. Fuck, what's his last name? But he's like this white rapper. Just like J-Rock from the fucking Trailer Park Boys. It was, again, like, what is going on with dreadlocks? I'm like, this is a fucking bizarro. And he was good. That was the thing. He was really fucking good. So I'm trying to process. Now, I played after him, but I'm watching him. I'm like, I should be in the fucking back. Like, most proper musicians will go in the back and like warm up. No, I'm sitting there just like watching this kid like rip this, like, kind of like a SoundCloud rapper stuff, whatever. I'm trying to sound like I know what the fuck I'm talking about, but he was good. And he understood. It was like a 35-minute set. Boom, right on the fucking money. Good on you, Andrew. Great performance etiquette. And please, any musicians that are listening to this, please, for the love of God, just know opening band, 20, 25 minutes, tops. Next band, 25, 30 minutes. And, and it's just small increments. If you're an opening band, shut up, like play and get the fuck off. That's your job. Oh, anyway, I sound like I'm an asshole, but like an hour and a half of one artist, especially like an amateur artist, anybody. I don't give a fuck who it is, unless it's like a huge band like, Led Zeppelin or something, like, or AC/DC. That's the only way it makes sense. But One in the Chamber, sorry, man. One in the Chamber to fucking end. Anyway, I'm really fucking going off and I apologize. And they left immediately after they played. Fuck them. Then I played. And I was super nervous. I was really nervous. I bought fucking electric guitar strings for my guitar that I rented. No, it just wasn't in the fucking right headspace. Everything was going wrong. I rented a Seagull guitar and I put these electric strings on it. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to break these. That's for damn sure. And how am I going to play? I haven't played in a long time. And I'll tell you, man, it was one of the best shows that I think I've played in a long time. It was my people. It was my energy. There was no beaming lights down. Everybody was there to party. Everyone was there to enjoy themselves and dance with each other. And I think the highlight for me anyway was there was this young girl. She was probably, I don't know. It was tough to say. I don't know, between 9 and 13. And she was sitting there all alone. But I noticed her like earlier and big ass smile. I don't know where her mom was, but she had like some kind of disability. And she was dancing all day and just the biggest smile on her face. And I dedicated the entire set to her. And the fucking look on her face made my night. Like in that moment, There was so many people that had friends there and were socializing and kind of fitting in. And there was this one girl that clearly, didn't fit in, but she was trying her best and she was having an absolute fucking incredible time on her own. Nobody was giving fucking batting an eye to her. It just, and it felt so good to see her light up that I dedicated the entire set to her. And then, of course, everybody started dancing, and then she joined in. Everyone invited her in, and it was special. It was really special. And it was just a magical moment, and music does that. And everybody danced, and everybody had a great time, and I think it was a great performance. My hands didn't cramp up at all. It just felt like I slipped right back into it. And it was just, that's the thing. There's such a big difference between, you go to a concert where everyone's there for the same reason, but everyone else, it's a structured reason. You got to start at 8:00 and then you got to be fuck out by 11. This was such a different energy, a different attitude, and a different celebration of life, of music, of community, of love. It was just really fucking cool. They had these incredible fireworks after. Like, I couldn't have asked. And a lot of people might be thinking, like, if they were a fly on the wall, they would have been like, ew. Like, everyone's really dirty. Like, and we were all fucking dirty. Everybody kind of stunk, We didn't have like running water there outside of bottles of water that we were drinking and shit. Everyone's hands were dirty. We were all sharing the same food. We were eating off paper plates. It was just, it's kind of my thing. And I just hope that some people listening to this doesn't judge it, cause there's a community for everything. And I was just it was so cool seeing all the different people that were into this type of thing all in one spot and being all accepted. Cause you go to a concert, man, there's cliques. There's, you don't talk to people when you go to a concert. You're hanging out with your crew, and that's pretty much it. Sure, you might share a doobie with somebody, and that's about it. Maybe fucking buy a cute girl, a cute guy, fucking beer or something. That's it. This was like fucking, you're playing ring toss with like random people, betting money on it too. There was arm wrestling competitions, swimming competitions. It was fucking awesome. Hanging out with Pete the Pig. It was fucking cool. And I can't wait to do it again. So, honestly, if I had a property, I'd invite y'all to a pig roast. Maybe one day. Maybe one day when I do have the property. I don't know fucking how. But maybe we all do a pig roast. Maybe we do a Life with Johnny Nocash pig roast. Everyone bring their tunes and I know there's so many talented people that's listening to this. And like everybody bring their talent and just fucking free for all. Dirt fucking cheap. No judgment. But man, it was a good old time. And I hope this episode was entertaining for you. We ended up spending an extra night, by the way. If you want to know, we spent one more night and because I couldn't leave. A lot of the people left on the Sunday. We thought, what the fuck? We were told this property, like, use it. Use the pool or the pond. Use the pool. Use the pond. Use the trailers. Like, use the fire pit. Fucking go nuts. Use the hunting camp. Unreal. I don't even know these fucking people. And just the open arms and camaraderie is beyond. It's something that needs to come back. It really does. It's something that I think we all need. A little bit more trust in each other and a little less division. Because this was a real faith, it gave me a lot of faith in humanity and a lot of faith in, maybe a potential future. Who knows? But that being said, I'm going to finish this Caribou genuine. Fuck. Don't buy this. Unless you're broke. Like, this is the only reason to buy this shit. But, like, if you got a little bit of cash, fucking avoid it. But thank y'all so much for tuning in to this episode of Life with Johnny Nocash. Please let me know if you do listen to this online, whether it's Spotify, iTunes, like if you are an audio type listener, or if you do just primarily listen to it on YouTube and watch it, because I'd really like to know if I could save $1, cool. But if we have enough people, man, I'm totally down to keep it going the way it is. I just wanted to know. That's it. And I hope you guys got something out of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had a really good time chatting about it. I just got back, so I'm pretty tired. And I wanted to talk about it while it was still fresh. So thank you all for your continued support. Check out the old Instagram. If you want to message me, you can always message me on Instagram at Johnny Nocash Official. Facebook, I rarely go on because fuck that website. But if you do want to email me, you can email me at lifewithjohnnynocash. And if you did want to support the show, you can check me out at buymeacoffee /JohnnyNocash.com. So thank you all so much, man. I hope you did enjoy it. It's good to fucking chat with you. My voice is fucking cracking. But it's worth it. It's cracking like bacon. Ooh, that's not a tasteful joke for any vegans or vegetarians out there. Whatever, let's just have some fun, not be offended, and just embrace life. It's not that long, so live it while you can. Until next time, stay dusty. I love y'all. Cheers.
I'm living in a van playing outlaw tunes. Life with Johnny Nocash. Smoking them smokes and drinking that booze. Life with Johnny Nocash. Where I go, how the fuck don't know. I'm off the grid on dusty roads. There ain't no better way of eating beans.